Good evening, team. Am I audible? Please do let me know. Thank you. Thank you, Pawan. I will wait another 2 minutes, then we'll start. Hi, Saurav. I'm just setting up my gateway. So just hold on. Probably today we are going to see advanced analyticals in Power BI. It sounds like advanced, but believe me, it's not too advanced. So from this topic yesterday, we have seen parameters, and let me walk through that content, what we have now today's. Yeah, if you see here today, in this module number advanced analytics, in this module we have a parameters, data flows, and anomaly detections, smart narrative, and sensitivity and pipeline. So guys, in order to see these, right, sensitivity and pipeline, deployment pipeline, so for these two things we need to have a premium capacity license. Okay, without this premium capacity license we cannot able to see this. Hence we are just going through this deck. Getting? So in order to see this too, we need to have a premium capacity license. So without this license key, we couldn't able to actually see what is sensitivity and what is pipeline. But again, it's not that much difficult to understand. It's sensitivity. It's like a you're tagging your Power BI report. Just a tag. It's about more information you're giving to your reports or your data set and all. So we'll see again. And what is pipeline? It's again, we'll come back here. What is pipeline? If you are working already in production based company, so probably we'll see development environment. Okay, test environment. Some people will call as a test, or some people call as a QA environment. And at the end, we call as a production system or production environment. We'll divide into 3 stages, right? In any product based company. So this is all about deployment pipeline. So as I said, now to see these two things, we need to have a premium capacity, how really it works. But again, it's not that important to know. So yesterday we have seen how we can configure parameters. Today we'll see about data flow, and followed by this anomaly detection and smart narrative. Again, here also, if you see anomaly detection, it's not much big topic here. I will show you how you can draw a visual and what you exactly call as a anomaly detection. Okay, smart narrative. Oh, yes, this is a very interesting topic. Other than this, we have some other also other things in our plate to do today. Okay, since it's a not final class, last class, we have another class on Monday. So we'll see in class project how you can build. So in on Monday, we are going to connect all the dots what we learned so far. Other than that, definitely if time permits, we'll see a few other options what we have in our Power BI. Okay, I guess I will come back to your query. So is that clear, guys? Now, before I proceed to create data flow, right? We'll first understand some basic things about data flow and what is the difference between data set and what is the difference between data flow. So without understanding the basic concept, it's not good practice to move forward. Yes or no? All right. So let me take it up one simple notepad. Then I will brief you what exactly it is. In order to understand data flow, there is a difference between data flow and data set, right? What do you mean by data set here? I think I don't really need to explain about data set. Yes or no? Because we already know what is data set. When you are publishing your report into Power BI services, you will see two things. One is your report and another thing is for data set. This is your data set. Yes or no? So this data set and data flow, both are different in nature. Both are different in nature. What is the difference? We'll see. Again, let me take one more step back. For example, in order to prepare this report, pay attention. So in order to prepare this report, you have done too much data wrangling job here. Yes or no? What do you mean by data wrangling? Probably you have added some calculated field. You have added few measures. Yes or no? We added calculated fields with through DAX. We added measures. Yes or no? And we have done some formatting changes also. These are all done in this data set. Agree? Now you have another requirement called to prepare some sales report data. For example, sales analysis report. You have to build it. Okay, sales report analysis. There is a one requirement, and requirement says you have to build one sales report analysis. This report also required similar kind of data what you already placed for this report. Let me erase all. Okay, you have done this report. In this report, in order to do this report, you have written calculated fields. You have built one report called sales analysis report. For this, what you have done, you have written calculated fields. You have written DAX measures. Okay, and what else? You have done some formatting changes in the data, etc. And you are done and you publish your report into Power BI services. The job is done. Now, you got another request or requirement to build another master report. So once you go through this requirement, you understood that you need to have similar kind of information what you used for sales analysis report. What you understood? You need to have similar kind of information what you already done for sales analysis report. Now, are you going to take new data set and will you perform above activities in latest data? data set, will you perform? Probably you can say yes, I will perform. If you have enough bandwidth in office, okay, you will say yes boss, I will perform. But there is a way also to skip. Okay, there is a way, that means instead of doing again and again, what you will do, whatever you have written this, okay, so you will configure or you do data wrangling job through data flow. When you do data wrangling through data flow, so what is the benefit? It is reusable by you or by your colleagues also. Again here, if they have permission. Okay, what you can do, you can do data wrangling through data flow also. That can be a reusable. And what is another benefit? Data flow is a extension of what? Power Query Editor. What do you mean by Power Query Editor? So where you perform data wrangling, once you connect the data, where will you perform all data wrangling job? Need answers. Guys, where will you perform data formatting, data wrangling, data editing job? I don't see any answers. Only one answer. Who says Canvas? Will you make change? Will you do data editing job in Canvas? What is the Canvas? Today is last day, but one. This is Canvas. Here you will present. Here you will prepare reports, charts, visuals. Okay. Per query editor mode will do data wrangling job. Yes or no? How can I go to Power Query Editor mode? Probably on Monday I'm going to throw these many questions just to check your knowledge. Okay. Yes, click to transform data. Perfect. You can don't worry about your spellings. You can simply type very in shortcut also. That's okay for me. So this is a place, yes or no? This is a place where I do data wrangling job. Perfect. So what I said here, data flow is a extension of Power Query Editor. When I say extension, that means what? That means it's a different place to do altogether. This is the not place where we do data flow. Getting now, or one catch. One thing is data flow is advanced version. Data flow is advanced future. Data flow has advanced features. Has advanced features. Okay. Now where we have to configure this data flow? Data flow will configure in Power BI services. What is Power BI services? What is Power BI services? What is for Power BI services? Portal. Exactly, it's a portal. If you simply say portal, I will understand. Interface. Yeah, correct. Perfect. So now Before I take you to Power BI services, let's recap quickly what I mentioned here. Data flow is a reusable by you for any number of reports, and that definitely that will be reusable for your colleagues also. Again, you have to set the permission to use it. Point number one. Point number two is data flow is an extension of Power Query Editor. That means the Power Query Editor, right? So here whatever you see featured, same features you will see, plus in addition to this you will see some extra features also in data flow, right? When I say extension and other additional advanced features, that means, so you should understand, will configure data flow some other place, right? If data flow is configured here itself, that in that case I don't say it has a extra features, and I don't say it has a advanced features. When I'm saying it is a extension of Power Query Editor, and when I say it's a advanced features, that means I have to configure data flow somewhere else. Where will do data flow configuration? That is nothing but Power BI services. Okay, getting? So far so good. Now, so good, right? Now tell me now, you tell me now, is Power BI services cloud based setup or on premises? My very simple question. Yeah. Where is Power BI services cloud based setup or on prem? Somebody said both. It's a cloud based. Exactly. It's a cloud based setup. Now you all are on track, right? It's not a on prem. When you call as a on, that is called report server, right? You remember we have done report server. That is a on prem. That is in your local uh, office or your office premises, right? Now it's a cloud setup. Now you have to fill the gap there. Ha. Now you fill the blank now here. Now what I said, you have to configure Power BI service data flow in Power BI services. That's understood. And this Power BI setup is a cloud-based setup. Now your data, your data is in locally stored, probably in a SQL database. Between these two, in order to do data flow, what I need? Wow, who has given this answer? Man, you're rocking. Pipeline, okay, partially correct. You are very close, Siddiq. Ha, Edureka guest, perfect. Gateway is needed, exactly. Connection, yeah, that connection we call as a gateway. Perfect. You all are on track now. We need to have a gateway, exactly. Getting now? Perfect. Now we'll see practically how we can implement this data flow in Power BI services. You understood this all concept? Now it's a piece of cake for us, or I would say it's a moonwalk for us to implement data flows. Good to go now? Let's see. This is my Power BI services. I'm taking one new workspace. You can create within workspace also, that's okay. But let's create new work. Just look at my screen, then you can do later on. Okay, here I'm saying data flow example. You can name it as anything, whatever you want to have. Data flow example. I'm saving this. You see, this is a workspace I created as a data flow. You click on new. Here you see data flow. Preparation, clean and transform data. Click on new data flow. Click on this. Here you will get a 4 options to configure or else start creating your data flow. These are the various steps or various methods to configure data flow. One is you can directly define a new table, or you can link your data flow with another table which is already exist, or you can directly import model also. Okay, and if you see last one, attach a common data model for common data model folder. For this, in order to see this, you need to have a ADF, Azure Data Factory, to see this one. Okay, so again, we are not going to see this ADF. Of course, we are more interested to see basic how we can create data flow using a single table here. Now click, you can repeat this all step. Just look at my screen now. Click on add new table. So you see here, choose data source. For example, if you have data in SharePoint, you can choose. Now I have a data in my SQL Server. Yes or no? If you have in any other places, you can pretty much select that data source. I'm selecting SQL Server. The moment when I click my SQL Server as a database, you have to give a name, server name, same as we have done last time when we are configuring our gateways, right? So we have done the same thing, right? This is my server, and what is my database? Database nothing but Edureka Power BI batch. Whatever I have some other databases also, but let's take this one. Okay, the moment when I selected my database and server name, you see automatically the gateways pop up here. Abdul on-prem, okay, Windows authentication, username and password. Everything is popped up automatically. We don't really need. If it is not pop up here, don't see, then you simply select from your drop down. You will see whatever you created gateways. See here, these many people created last time, right? Those all can see their gateways. Click on next button. Edureka guest, first you click on new. Just hold on. I will come back to that place again. You got it, Edureka guest? New, you will get 4 options there. You have to select first option, new table. You see guys now? Now it's connected to my SQL Server. You see now, this is a table I have here. It's loading because I placed good amount of data here. So due to which it's taking some extra time. Now you can give a try. All of you just give a try. Create new workspace. I don't know why you are hesitating to create workspaces. We have more than 30 people, but I see more, only 10 workspaces. Go ahead and create workspaces. Go ahead and do experiment. Take full day tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Probably you have a week off. Do experiment on these things. The more you do experiments, the more you will learn. This is actually, oops, it's gone. You see now, this is my data I'm getting from my local server. All of you just give a try this. The server is gone. You want me to repeat once again? First, create workspace. Create workspace. Once you create workspace, you will see there is option called new. Click on it. From there, you have to select data flow. Once you click new data, new table, right? That's okay, Durek, I guess. Today's meeting now. Sorry, guys. Nina, here whole exercise is to see. Probably you can give a try, guys. You can import data from Excel also. That's fine. But here intention is how you are connecting this data from a database. That is a more advanced you're learning here. Share how to create workspace. Click on here, create workspace. That's it. Click on this workspace, create workspace. Name it. Hold on. Just hold on. Cancel this. I'm canceling this. You all see this workspace I created. Let me create once again. Click on this workspace. You will see all. No, nobody created, I think. See, create workspace. Click on this. Here you can give a name. Nice name. Data flow. Data flow demo. Data flow demo. Once this is done, you save this. You see now one workspace got created. Good, Sharma. Once this is done, Rahul, following Edureka guest, click on this new. Here you will see all the options. From here, click on this data flow. Once this is done, you will get 4 options here. We are creating data flow from a new table. Click on add new table. You see this option, add new. From here, we have a, again same how you have an option to get the data in database, sorry, in Power BI desktop. In the same here, you have options to get the data from different sources. Now I'm more interested to see, you can give a try with workbook, Excel workbook, if you really want to do. Okay, but to have real flavor, to see real scenarios, I request you all to connect your local system, SQL Server. Okay, click on SQL Server. Real time also will do same way. There is no different at all. Now here we need to pass these parameters: server, database. That's it. Now, what is my server? This is my server. Server name. We have done this. Give server name, database. Give a database name also. This is my database, right? Edureka Power BI batch. I'm just taking this to ensure I don't have any typos. That's it. The moment when I place my server name and database, automatically it picked up my gateway information. You all see this? If you don't see this information in your system, then manually select your gateways. We have very good. We have a good number of gateways here. That's good. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, that's fair enough. 20 gateways we have already created. Let's go back. Click on SQL Server. Click on this. Sharma already done. So I have to click on next. So once I click on next, right, I will see my table which is in a same database. You have to select this. You will see the preview also. Saurav also done. Perfect. What about others? Sneha, Edureka guest. Sneha also done. Perfect. Nina, you also done. Mark, what about you? Olu, what about you? Okay, Pavan. Raju, you have created gateway. You remember? Nina, I explained too many times how you will import data, right? Okay. Now this is done. Click on this transform data. Guys, if you have really queries, please stay back after the class. Yesterday we sat for 1 hour. I don't have any issues to sit. Now, if you observe this, same thing we have in Power Query Editor mode. You see, similar structure we have here. If you observe, transform, add columns, view, help, everything is there, same to same. Probably you will have some extra features here. It's now taking some time to load. Why it's taking this much time? Because it has to connect, it has to take the data from local system, right? So that's why you see some latency here. It's a Power Query Editor in cloud. Now you see, let's assume that I made few changes here. Data wrangling, I performed few data wrangling here. Okay. Once everything is done, what I have to say, save and close. You simply click on save and close. So once this is done, what I have to do? I have to name it, right? Data flow demo, or I would say sales data by data flow. It's a some data set name. I assume that you also done few data wrangling job there. Once everything is done, then you are naming to your data flow. Save. Again, if you see, set a refresh schedule. This is also possible. You can set the refresh. You see this one, guys. Remember, this refresh option will be enabled when you have a proper gateway configuration. If you're not having this gateway configuration, then you will not see this setup. That's okay. This is a you anytime you can come here and you can do a data fresh. It's not a big deal, but for timing, let's say daily. Okay, daily. Let's mark it as off. No, now this is done, right? Now where, how can I see this now? If you see here in new workspace also, type is data flow. We have seen type report, dashboard, data set. Now you will see new word called data flow. Now question is, how can I make this usable in my report? Yes or no? Why we are doing this all exercise? Because I have to make use of this data set in my reports. Yes or no? All of you done till here? To use this in visualizations. Okay, who will tell me the answer? How can I get this data flow in my Power BI desktop? Just use some, I don't say common sense, but just give a try. No, it's not that big difficult. Simplify the answer. Don't think in different way. In order to see in Power BI desktop, how you can call it that data set? Any clue, any idea? Just don't make so complex, because no. So see, I'm not like a PT sir, or I'm not like a Max sir who will give very tough questions. I'm like a Hindi master. Exactly. Who given this answer? Wongala. I don't know who's this. One answer we got it. Perfect answer. Call the data set name. This is also correct. Using Power BI data. Yeah, Prashanti here. Okay, Prashanti given right answer. I'm a Hindi Pandit. I don't give you very complex questions. Go to data. Here you see Power BI data flows. Click on this. So whatever you placed in your workspace, so you will see all data flows here. Getting? Come on. You see now, you workspace. Sneha created, Saurav created, data flow created. This data flow created by me, right? You see, sales data by data flow. This is how I will take data set in my Power Query, sorry, in my Power BI desktop. Getting now? Yes or no? I don't need to bother about how I can share my data set and all. Simply you are preparing one data set in the cloud. Only thing required is you need to log in with your license key. Definitely in real time also, you and your colleague will be having these credentials. You made one data set available in Power BI services, and you ask your subordinate, hey dude, go and get the data set and make use of the data set in your Power BI desktop. That's it. So I will log in with my credentials. So whatever we have Power data sets, data flow available in my workspaces, I will see those data flows, something like this. I will this data set, I will load this as usual. Simple. Did I make sense now? This is how you will use your data set. Let's see how many have you done. Can there we make due to the heavy rain and no power? I connected with mobile, so sorry, and it's getting disconnected frequently. I will watch recording for this session. I'm not able to hear you as well for most of the time due to network. Thank you so much, Dereka. We'll see. I will meet on Monday. No worries. But okay, don't focus on my. Okay. People help me to resolve gateway issue after class if you can. I can help you out, Edureka guest. Why others? I'm here to help you. Yesterday I was in this class till 11 or 11:30. Just you have to wait for your turn. That's it. Power BI data flows. Perfect. Let's see. Is that clear, all of you? Can we move forward with some other topic? What about others? I don't have data in SQL. Sneha, you already done, na? Your workspace is here. You already created workspace. You go to get data here. From here, I can call that data set, data flow. From get data, here you see power data flow. In desktop. This is also interview question. You can you can uh, give an answer in very easy way. What is the difference between data set and data flow? You will say that data flow is an extension of Power data sets. Power Query of editor. We'll do this in our Power BI services. In order to do this, we need to have a gateway also, and this can be reusable, and we can share this to our subordinates and colleagues. Okay. Your gateway is offline, Raju. Okay. Is that clear, guys? Guys, you can give a try with OneDrive also. Even you can give share drive also. Okay, guys, you just pay attention, all of you. I will show you some trick for you all. Okay, you all are clear? Can we create data flow on report server? No. That is a very good question, but that cannot be possible. You see the sense, right? Where we have done this? We have done this in cloud, and this is our Power BI desktop. Yudorika, guess the whole story is this can be used by multiple people. I made a note also, right? Didn't I? By colleague also, if they have permissions. Yes, no. Report server, that cannot be possible. This is for only Power BI services. Now come to this. Now we'll see some few other features. What do we have? Let me first take it a few slides from our syllabus. Otherwise, you will say this trainer is not covered all the topics. We never know how people react, right? So my agenda is first to cover these topics also. We have some. Sure, where it is, I don't know. So probably we have something called smart narrative, right? You see this one. This is called as smart narrations. So most of probably you have already observed decks. You know all deck presentations. Yes or no? Most of us already seen this decks or presentation when we want to present about our team performance or anything regarding our uh, product or business to higher management, what we'll do, we'll create some presentation, we'll create deck. Okay, that deck will be in a PPT format. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, no, guys. Yes, no. You see this annual PPTs. Don't capture screen. You see this all the decks. If you see some after some decks also for a few visuals, we have written some text. So that is pretty much routine job for our managers or senior leads. Yes or no? There will be some visuals, and there will be another extra box to describe what exactly you want to highlight out of that visual. Yes or no? For example, click on this column chart. Let's put this category and cells here. This is my visual. Why it's not coming? It's taking some extra time because we taken this from data flow, right? We don't have that much time to wait. Let's bring this category and this, let's bring some sales value into the y-axis. I got some information about this. Okay, let's add some labels also. Labels, values, labels, where it is labels, yeah. Okay, so let assume that this is my PPT. Okay, some, and I will be having few more extra visuals as I shown you, right? Some information about these visuals. So as you see in my deck, there is one text box which talks about visuals, some extra information. Is there any way in Power BI desktop to write some extra information? One ways you have. What is that? Let's make it very simple. Who will give me the answer? One way, very simple. Don't make complex, guys, please. Thank God. Now you are on track. You are sync with me now. Text box, perfect. There is a one option called to add this text box. Some information is okay. That's okay. Again, when we are writing in text box, okay, so you have to spend some extra time to analyze and dig in detail about the data and to get some stats out of it. Yes or no? Again, that is one challenge. Second challenge is this Power BI desktop is always interactive. Yes or no? When I say interactive, what do you mean by interactive? Interactive means what? When I add slicer, when I add slicer here, let's say add slicer, let's take ship modes here, and you have a already text box here, you have a visual. You know that this desktop is always interactive. Let's assume that you have one visual. On top of this visual, you added some extra information description. And in the same way, you will be having some slicer also. When user click on this ship mode, what he will see? He will see numbers getting changed based on my slicer. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yeah. No, but here you have written some static one paragraph, you have written one great analysis, you made it. But when customer or my end user selecting anything from my slicers, these numbers, what you have written here, will never match with this visual. Yes or no? No, you got the point? Huh. Yes or no? This is here we have two challenges. Here you have to spend too much time to analysis. And again, this box is a static. When user is making any changes, this will stick as it is. This number will not match with this visuals. Perfect. Now, in order to avoid or in order to overcome this challenge, we have a narrative, smart narrative. The word says smart. That means you really don't need to do anything. I'm just deleting this. You understood the concept now? The challenge also, use case understood, everything you understood. Now these are my visual. One way is click on this, hit on summary. You see now whatever you're looking for, one information is added here. Mhm. Yes or no? You see now? Nice information. My first job is done without any hurdles. You see now? Yes or no? Cool. Without making any efforts, my smart narrations narrated this story about this visual. One job is done. Let's see if I add one slicer on this top of this. Let's say add ship mode. I'm selecting second class. You see numbers also changed. You see, look at technology accountant for 36.91% of sales. When I changed, you see these numbers are changing. Now this entire visual, this smart narrative giving the information regarding this visual. Summary, that's it. Get some number, technology had a highest sales was 27.29 higher than office supplies which had the lowest sale at so and so. Technology had given blah blah blah, all information it's given to you. Is it clear? It sounds good, right? Yeah, just give it a try now. You bring one visual, right click on it, click on summarize. That's it. Click on summarize. If you have two visuals, no worries, it will give you two stories, two narrations. Just do this and do let me know once this is done. Saurav done? Perfect. What about others? Now you don't need to have any SQL server, no need to have any uh, gateways and all. Straightforward. These all are static. Again, I mean, here we didn't mention any of these measures. Yes or no? By default, Tableau, oh sorry, Power BI calculated this all information. What if I want to have my own measure? That's also a valid point. Yes or no? So we are going more advanced now. So before that, let me tell you one thing. Wherever you see this underline, right? If you click on it, so you will be getting option to make more customizations. Okay, let me cancel this. You see here, it's plain number now, 378707.23. Okay, I want to do some formatting to this number. So just click on this. You will see some box. You see, now this is a sale, right? I want to make it as a currency. So click on this, say currency. That's it. Now it's in currency. If you want to make bold, give a bold color, bold it, right? Any font color, save. You see now. It's not applied bold, but can be. Now I made few very small changes, right? Just give a try. Change this. Done. Pie chart is not giving summary. You just give a try with some other visuals because there is a limitation also for this. We'll see. Ha. Anything we need to do with some additional summary? Yes, you can do it. For example, yeah, you see here. For example, I want to see number of orders, right? Let's just let's increase the size here to see this. This is number of orders. This is my own written statement. Okay. Now, how we can do here? Click on value. Okay. Click on review. Close this. Here in plus mark, number of orders. So, it will understand that it will be, Power BI will understand that okay, you are trying to see the total number of orders. All right. So you see there, it's giving some suggestions. Number of orders. Click on it. You see the result also here. 51,000 orders we have. I will say order, total order. I'm naming my variable here. Total order. Simply say, you see here the order, total order comes here. This is how you can customize your narrative visual. Getting again, if you do filter on this visual, right, this will be changing now. You see, dynamically your number is changed. Getting, if you click on this show auto generated values, now as of now you see only this total order because this is added by me. You can pretty much edit this value also. You can delete also. If you want to see other measures, other values, which is automatically generated by Power BI, then you can simply say show auto generate values. So these all are basically variables internally stored for each and every value. If you see my also where it is total order, this is a variable stored in backend. Yes or no? Okay. To make changes, click on this number. Click on this. You will see this dialog box. Here from general, you can select currency to change the format of this number. Save, or you can decimal, make it as a 0 also. Save. That's it. Yes or no? Now you will place this box. Is it cool? Perfect. We have a limitation also with this. Probably you can see those limitations in our deck. Can we take 5 minutes break? We'll take 5 minutes break, then we'll come back quickly to see few other features. Guys, am I audible? And is my screen visible? Please do let me know. Thank you. Maybe I missed something. Where can we see this value selected in slicer in narrative? Sneha, you don't see them in slicer. Okay. You see now, let me go here. You see now, this is a narration window, smart narrative. Okay, if you click on this, on the value, you will see the number here. So these are where you, this is a place where you can make changes. Few very cosmetic of formatting, that's it. Getting Sneha. If you want to add any other values, you have to click on this. If I say total sales, okay, click on values, add value here. So I'm saying sum of sales, sum of order sales. That's okay. You see, the moment when I type sum of order sales, it's giving me value. From here, you can make some changes and give a name to this parameter. I'm going to say total sales. Okay, you added slicer. Okay, you just add slicer on top of this. This number will change based on your slicer selection. You will see the change. Okay, cool. Now guys, just look at my screen now. So we have something called sensitivity, right? Where it is? Huh. Sensitivity labels in Power BI. So look at my screen first. If you look at your screen, Power BI desktop, you see this area, go to home, click on this. It's grayed out, no option to select anything. Okay, point number one. If you go to your workspace, here also you will have an option, sensitivity. You see here, we don't see anything here. All are icons and we don't have any option to select also. You have seen two places, sensitivity in Power BI desktop and another place in Power BI services. Getting? Why you are not able to see this? Let's try to understand. Point number one, admin is disabled by default. By default, admin disable sensitivity functionality. I will come back to this, what is exactly sensitivity, but try to just understand first. Okay. You just come out from data flow. We're not, data flow chapter is closed. Now chapter 2. हाँ, ठीक है. Now you have seen two places where sensitivity is disabled. Why? Because admin is disabled sensitivity functionality in our case. Okay. Let me show you admin area. You see my screen. I logged in with some other credential called demo at RGB trainings. We all are using which credentials? User credentials, right? PBI user 1. It's a normal user. And this demo is admin credential. If you go to this place, in your place also, go to workspace, click on the settings, click on admin portal. You will see this picture. I think I already shown this when we are talking about some other advanced dashboards and all, I think, I guess. You see, you will see same structure what I'm seeing here, because we have a normal user credentials. But when it comes to admin, he has some extra privileges to play with our system also. This tenant is nothing but you and me, normal users. So if my admin, you can make a note of these all things because it's not covered in our deck. So you can make a note of this. You see this area, apply sensitivity labels from data source to their data in Power BI is disabled for entire organization. You read this. Now let me enable this. No, it's already enabled. Is it here also? I don't see any here. Yeah. You see, I enable allow users to apply sensitivity label for Power BI content. Okay, getting now. So when your administrator made this enable for entire organization, then probably you can see this sensitivity is enabled. Getting? But again, there is a catch. Let me tell you one thing. Admin restricted in first attempt, admin not provided this functionality. Let assume that admin given you access. Just now I shown you, right? I enabled sensitivity also, but still I don't see this enable option. The reason behind this, we have to look at prerequisite of this step. With setting enabled, Microsoft Information Protection Sensitive Label published to user by your org can be applied in Power BI. All prerequisite step must be completed before enabling these settings. I enable this setting, but what is really needed before I do? Just click on this. If you click on this, right, so you will get to know we need to have a premium license. What do we need? Premium per user license. Getting? If we have this premium license per capacity, okay, then we'll see all changes. Again, you won't see, your compliance team has to configure this. Then only we'll see. Okay, what's all about this sensitivity? It's all bouncing, right? It's very simple. Here you will get option about your data and report. What is the level of sensitivity? Okay, is it so credential? What do you say? Let's look at our deck. You will understand. Is it too much confidential or is it shareable? Something like that. You will see information about your reports. Here you see the limitation of smart narratives. So you can easily go through this. Here in Power BI desktop and services, we have seen in both the cases, it's disabled. Okay. This is also I shown you. This thing we need to show. So our compliance team in our company will make a note of this all things in sensitivity area. They will configure this. Okay. The sensitivity label, it's just a label which talks about your report. It's just it's like a tag, right? When you post any video on WhatsApp, no, not WhatsApp, in LinkedIn or Facebook, you will tag, right? That means it will make easy others to refer that image or video. It's all about talking which type of uh, visual it is, or which type of video that is. That's how we'll tag the people, right? Tag the things sometimes. Same way here, customizable. This all taken care by your IT people, not even IT. Compliance team will be taken care about this. The moment when you apply the moment when you see this sensitive labels, you see here confidential for finance. Only this word you will see in this. Who will configure this? Who will bring this confidential for finance? Compliance team in your organization, not IT, not you, not your superior. This will be done by compliance team. Okay. Only labels you will see. What else you have? How you can apply those to your data set and data flow, whatnot. Confidential finance. Let's see. Here you see. Now you'll get to know. It will just a tag. It's just like a label to your report stating that it's a public. That means we don't have a much confidential information. If it is confidential, then you have to be more careful when you are sharing this report. Highly confidential. Same thing you can see in your status bars also. Confidential for finance. Getting these labels you will see. And sometimes based on these labels, right, people couldn't able to download the data also. For example, if you mention confidential and you share this report to your end user, right, so they will fail to download the data. That's how they can do the configuration in backend. Getting? This is all internal. Yes or no? Getting? Guys, is it clear all of you? Yes, no, maybe. Ah, okay. Anyway, we are here, right? What is deployment pipeline? We'll understand. This is also, if you go to here, Power BI services, you see deployment pipelines. Create a pipeline. Here you will not see clear picture. In order to deploy this, we need to have a premium key. And so what exactly this all? Let me understand the functionality first. Concept, then probably you will have some fair understanding. So in companies, if you are in any product based company or if you align to any project, right? Let us assume that you align for a project. You want to do, you want to build some reports, or it could be any project. How it will work? Projects. Now we all are working on same project. We have a order table data, right? Order table data. Yes or no? Mostly if you look at this data is not latest data. We don't have data for 2020. Yes or no? Not even 2022. We have data for till I think 2016. Some historical data we have. So in real time also, you're not going to get latest data when you are building dashboards or reports. Okay. So see, your customer will give you historical data sometime, or if he is really not interested to give, and if you feel that his data is more confidential, they will provide you some dummy data also. Dummy data, it could be anything, it could be a dummy data, it could be a very historical data, but not latest data. Now I'm a now power B, I'm a now developer. Now what I will do, based on my business requirement, I will be having business requirement, all business cases. Okay, business cases and business formulas also, everything is there. They explained very well what they wanted to see in their dashboard or report, right? Now what I will do, based on my dummy data, I will prepare a one report in Power BI. Yes or no? Till now very much clear, everybody is very clear, we can create a one report. Once this report is done, once this report is done, will you going to publish this report to customer? Guys, don't leave. Okay, we have another 30 minutes. Definitely we are going to work on some other things. So what we'll do, once you are done with this reporting part, then you will share this report to QA. QA is nothing but a testing team. Yes or no? What they will do, they will be having the same kind of structure what you had already earlier. They will be having business requirement, business cases, and not formulas, because formula will be written by you only. They will having a clear picture about the project. Now if now this report is moved to QA environment, now they will do some validation on your report. Okay, so for example, if they found any mistakes, they will return back this Power BI report to you. And then in this whole setup, right, you are in development phase only. This development phase, that means you have a SQL server, that is also on development. That means you can do like anything. Okay, your Power BI report also in development phase. That means you can do anything, you can do n number of times this report. No one will stop you and no one ask you why you are doing this. You can, you tend to make a mistakes there in this environment. No boundaries at all. Once this is done, you pass this Power BI report to QA system. This is another phase. QA system, we call like QA system or QA environment, whatnot, everything. This QA people sometime will have different set of data. Okay, you are having a dummy data, but say functionality wise same, structure will be different, timeline will be different, but they will just play some data and they will see how your Power BI report is acting and how it's giving end results. If they feel everything is good enough, then they will move forward to a UAT system. UAT, that means you can call as a user acceptance test. Here who will do the validation? Your client will do audit. Your client will do validation. Yes or no? In QA system also they will be having database and Power BI reports and everything. So far so clear. Now UAT also performed very well without any issues. Again, if they found any errors there, they will send back to QA and QA will send back to developer. This is a whole cycle will keep on repeating until you place this report this into production system. For example, now UAT also passed. They will give green signal. Okay, everything is looking good. Now you have to move this report to production environment. Here in production environment, you will see live data, latest data. You will see database connection is different. Server details is different. Everything is different here. Now you will not have, even you worked on this project, but still you don't have access to this production environment. Higher management will restrict us to touch this production system. Getting now? So how your Power BI report move here and there? Getting guys, you understood this cycle? Once this in production system, so our job is done. if there are any bugs after publishing this report into production system, again there will be separate team. They may take responsibility to fix those issues. Sometimes they also call us to fix the bugs. That's all different story. But how this Power BI report moving from one stage to another stage? Generally, what we'll do, if you're working in different project, you have to manually move here and there. But in Power BI, you don't really need to move here and there. You see this one. This is a place you call it development. So you, once your development is done, you will place your report here, and simply here you will see the one option. You will just move to test environment. Again, here also test environment, database and data, everything will be different from development phase. Once this is done, what they will do, again, they will move on to production system. You will see this arrow marks and all, right? That's how it will move one place to another place. If there is any discrepancy between these two, if there is any discrepancies here and here, you will get some X mark here. You don't get right here. So you always ensure you always have a one right mark. That's how in real time it works. So in order to see this, you need to have a premium key license. Getting, let's say, we'll try to figure out where it is. Yeah, you see here. This is normal life cycle of any project. Only thing is you need to have a premium capacity. Same like this. Before you publish this into production system, developer will place this into development and test. It could be a report, or it could be paginate report, it could be dashboard, it could be anything. That's how it will work. There are stages: development, test, and production. Ha. You need to have a pro license key, and your organization should have a premium capacity. Then only you will see this structure, or else you cannot see this one. Getting now? Any questions around this? Any questions around this? No questions? You all understood the concept? Yes, no? Am I audible? Yes, no? Thank you so much, Sahana. I'm good. Yeah, this is normal life cycle of project. Okay. Now let's go back to some other topic in Power BI. Okay. Let me show you two things before we leave. No, Prashanti. Now, setup in the sense database is different. Power BI remains same. This is skeleton, guys. This is skeleton we built here. What is the flesh? Flesh is your data. Data will keep on changing in your Power BI desktop as you move on to one environment to another environment. That's it. In development environment, data is different. In QA environment, data is different. But at the end, when you go to production environment, you see the different data altogether. But Power BI remains same. Probably if they ask you to make any conditional formatting changes or look and feel, those things you have to make changes. Definitely it's needed there. Okay, cool. So guys, we have seen Power BI services on and what else we have seen? We have seen this one also on-prem report server also, right? So people are confusing a lot and they don't know how to do in real time also. So that's okay, no worries. To quick start in your organization, what I will do. So here you see, I made one setup. You see this data in your Google Drive also. You just download the sales data and this one also. Place this in two different files. You create one file, it's in Google Drive. Create one file, create one folder, create folder. In this folder, you place June 2014 data and May 2014 data. In this, create another folder. In this, you place the sales data, sales folder. You just do very, can you just all give a try this? So in each and every company, we are having a share drive access. You can share your folder, yes or no? You can share folder in network, in a company, in office. We all are working in same network, yes or no? If you are working in same network, you can share folder also, yes also, yes or no? Now what you have to say to your colleagues, hey dude, you're working this Excel workbook, right? So this is the place, this is a ABC folder, and place your workbook. That's it. If there is another team called team A, team alpha, you can say that, hey dude, go there and place your report in this folder. If there is a team beta, okay, like that, you can tell them to place their files or Excel workbooks in dedicated location. Once that is done, let me know once you all download this data, because we have very short time, 30 minutes. I have to cover this. All are doing? Yes, no. Go to same. Yeah, done. Okay, but thank God, luckily I'm so lucky today because no one asked me to share drive link. Okay, now let's go to Power BI. I'm taking fresh Power BI desktop. You also can take this. We have seen how we connected to Azure. We have seen how we can connect to SQL, and we've seen to our Excel workbooks. And what we have seen how we can connect to OData feed. And in yesterday class, we have seen how we can connect to R and Python. Oh my God, how many things we have seen. Now we'll see how you can connect to a folder also. You see, get data. Come on, click on more. Here you have an option to select that folder. Come on. What happened? It's not coming. Huh. Now you see folder option. Go to get data, click on folder and hold on. Because it's a one-time activity, I'm not going to repeat this. So I'm going very slow pace. All of you here, nothing. Take get data, go to get data, click on all. You will see folder option. Click on connect. Folder path. Wherever you placed that folder, you have to link. But now look at my screen here. I'm first initially selecting sales data. Let me show my folder also. You look at my screen here. I place this June and May out of this sales data folder. In sales data folder, I have 4 files: Jan, Feb, March, April. I have 4 files in this folder. Okay. I intentionally kept these 2 files out of this folder. So guys, look at my screen, follow the same navigations. Done? Is it done? Yes, no, yes, no. Okay. Edoreka guest, please confirm. Once this is done, click on OK. So you see 4 files we have in this version, in this drive, right? In this navigation folder path. This is a look and feel for you. Now here what you have to see, you see here one extra option that is called combine. We never seen this. This is the first time we are seeing. Here you simply say combine and load. What you have to click? Combine and load. Just do it this. Don't click on combine and transform data. It will take you to query editor mode. Click on combine and load. Done. Saurav, is it done? Okay. Sharma on it. Okay. Okay. Sahana, Sneha, Kiran, Mark, Olu, Raju, Sudarshan. I'm not seeing your names, but just I noted your all names. April, Feb. Vivek, it's already in drive. Okay, perfect. You have to click on combine and load. That's it. Your job is done. You see this now? I think in second class, somebody asked me how we can see sheet file name in our loaded data. I said that cannot be possible if you have data in sheet, but that can be possible if you have data in workbooks. I don't know who asked me that question, but I remember that. It's a, we are appending data here. Sheet 1. Say okay. Yes, Sharma. Yeah. Guys, here what is the key to remember? These all files should be in a same format. Number of columns, column names, and if you have different column names, then it's gone. Let's go to data view then. It's now loaded. We'll see. After combine and load, choose sheet 1 and click OK. You see here, insert, I'm going to data view. Sequence, column sequence, I'm not sure about it. Probably you can interchange those column sequence and give a try. Because this example I did in hurry worry, so never tried. You see now source name. We have 4 files that got added in my environment. Cool till here. It's not refreshing. You are completely taken data here. We are not at refreshed, Sharma. We taken data from folders. Say okay. Now as usual, you can draw your visuals. This is all as usual. Okay. That can be possible as usual. Now uploading, yeah, instead of uploading manually, what you can do, you just simply place your data. Now this is done, right? Guys, all of you uploaded 4 Excel workbooks. Now tomorrow I am coming. Now tomorrow I'm placing these 2 files, May and June, in my shared folder. Yes or no? These are my business requirement. Next day, another guy come and he said, boss, I uploaded one latest file in our share folder. Yes or no? What you have to do again, come here and just do a refresh. Initially we added 4 files. Next day, your colleague added 2 extra workbook. Let's go back and you see here, you see now May, June got added. Looks good or not? Yes or no? Any confusion? It means at the end of the story, it's you already, you are going to, anyway you will be having visual. You're not keep on doing this all visuals again and again. One time activity, you are drawing visual only once. Only once you're drawing this visual. It's a, now you can call it as a skeleton. My skeleton is ready. This is a flesh. Once data in, then you will see latest. Prashanti here. We, in order to refresh, you have many options. One option is you see on home button, you can click on this. It's refresh. Point number 1. Point number 2, look at my right hand side also on table. If you click on these 3 dots, here also you will see refresh. Yes, here also you have a option to refresh. Hi Durga, guest column should be same. Now tell me one thing now. If I delete, can I see this delete operation, or can I see this change in my Power BI desktop? Let's assume that I deleted May and June, I deleted. Okay. Now I'm here and I refreshed. Now who will tell me the answer? Can I see those 2 workbooks here, or I will see only 4 workbook data? Can I repeat once again? Oh my God, you all are became intelligent. Perfect. When I do refresh here again, I don't see those two workbook data. Right? For example, you placed in shared location, you placed last year data. Now your boss asking to prepare latest quarter data, right? He has given you quarter data and asked you to prepare a report. What you will do simply, anyway, columns remain as it is. You will remove that year file and you will place quarter file and you will come here and you do a refresh. Job is done, right? For example, in your team, there are 5 people and 5 people are working on same. They are collecting some data every day. And for example, if you see in BPO, right? So they will record all the tickets, all call information. Data everybody is maintaining in the same way. At the end, team leader manager will consolidate all the files, put it in one place, and he will do some pivot and he will bring some visuals on top of that consolidated place. Now we don't need to consolidate manually. Remember, what is the benefit here? You don't really need to consolidate. You just come here and place that Excel workbook. That's it. Sounds good? Yes or no? Your data, if only one thing is you need to have a similar format in all the workbooks. If you don't have a Power BI services, no worries. What you can just simply take snipper tool. If you want to this visual, you just do a copy this placed in your PPTs, because here we don't have that option to export in PPT. Here we have option to export in PDF, but not in PPT. We can do it this. Sneha, production, testing, you know, production is all different story altogether. This is the only workaround to do in your department. Okay, at higher level you will not use this. Yeah, only one. What is the key, Sharma? Your format should be same always. That's it. Yes or no? For changing format where in Excel workbook. So if you are placing all workbooks, 4 should be in similar format. That's it. That is a thumb rule. If you have new columns, then again you have to give a try that. Probably new column will be added, I guess, but I never tried. Just give a try. Mm, sure. Now, you see here in tooltip, it's giving some technology. This is a cool feature again. You see here, can we add some image or can we add some chart in this tooltip? Who will give the answer? You see, this is a tooltip, technology and sales. I want to show some visual in this tooltip also. Can we show chart in this tooltip? Pachu said yes, we can show. Tooltip properties there. Search in visual, please. Okay. You see now, we have to slightly configure few things. Take new sheet. This is your canvas. Yes or no? Go to this page settings. Okay. Now this is a report where we can build. I'm making this canvas as a tooltip. For that, click on this canvas setting. You see here, you have to consider or you have to configure this page as a tooltip. The moment when you say tooltip, then you will see one rectangle or it's rectangle or square, one square box with dotted lines. That means this is going to be a your visual in your tooltip. So for that, what I have to do, I take a new page. I configure this page as a tooltip. You see this one, go to format. Let's make this as a name. Instead of page 2, I'm saying tooltip. You can name it as anything, but just to avoid the confusion, I'm saying tooltip. It's my tooltip page. Now I configured this page as a tooltip. One part is done. Next, what I have to do, I have to bring some visuals here in this. So I'm taking any visual. For example, let's take column chart. You see now, my column chart fits only this square box. It's not going outside because this area dedicatedly we are using for tooltip. Now add some stuff here. Normal visual. You can add anything here. I'm just adding ship mode, but it should not be have too much stuff because it's a tooltip, right? It's a tooltip. Data labels. Turn it on data labels. This part is done now. Now I need to call this tooltip in my visuals. Let me look at your queries. Can you show group by? Where is a group by now? Guys, all of you clear till now? Okay. What I did again, I'm explaining. Take one sheet, take this sheet, go to format report page in canvas setting, click on type. In this type, you have to make this page as a tooltip, or in this page information, you can give any name to identify this tooltip page. Okay, that's it. This is done now. Now I want to bring that visual in this tooltip. So what I have to do, don't do anything. Click on this visual first, search for tooltip, tooltip. Here. You see tooltip option is there. If it is turned off, turn it on. You do this. In report page, you'll see default, something like this. You have to select type report page. Then you will see here options. Whatever we enabled pages as a tooltip, those pages will be seen here. In our case, we enabled 2 pages as a tooltip. Hence, we can see those names here. This is a page 2 I shown second time. This is a tooltip where I have a visual. I am clicking on this tooltip. That's it. Now come here. You see now the moment when I over the mouse on this visual, I see another chart in my tooltip. Getting now? Can we show drill down chart on hover as tooltip? Yeah, you can show drill down also. That yes, Arul. Just remind me on Monday. I will show you. That is also possible. That's not a big deal. We can do it, but we have it will take only 5 minutes, but people will confuse this and that. You see now. Now, what is more interesting part we have to know here? When you move over the mouse here, right here, you will see this information. Good thing is that this chart, whatever you have here, you look at this one. It says 0.55 millions, right? Do you see same 0.55 here? You see, no, you are seeing different number. What is that different number? Why? Because your tooltip visual is filtered by this furniture. How you can name it as anything, but here we want to show more insights in a single area. Then we'll bring this chart tooltip options. Guys, I'm showing another thing here. If you see standard class saying 0.55, it's overall 0.55 millions. But if you come here and if you over your mouse on technology, standard class showing 0.20 million. Why not 0.55? 0.55 is a overall sales, but you place your mouse on technology, right? So your tooltip also getting filtered by technology, and it's showing the numbers only for technology category. Getting, it's a filtering also. Two things happening. Your tooltip also filtered by this category. Yes or no? Do you all copy this? Still confused? Is it clear? But what you have to ensure, in live environment, this is also fast only, but what you have to remember here, you don't need to, you don't show too much stuff in your tooltip. Tooltip should have very limited amount of information. That's why we call as a tooltip. That's it. You can say drill down. This is a one way of drill down. Exactly. But very high level drill down. Okay, guys. So I'm open for your queries. And I hope today you all participate in our survey. Okay, please don't forget to give your feedback. I am so far away from my target. People are just leaving this class the moment when I say over. Okay, but don't forget to give your feedback, because I need to have feedback what I'm expecting there, because of couple of people, and those 4 or 5 people already left my team or this class, due to which I am far away from my target. Please give your feedback. Reshman, you didn't miss anything in sensitivity. Okay, there is nothing practical we have done, just theory. Okay, can you please re-upload May 2014 on Drive? It's already there. Vivek, it's already there. You can take from LMS also. Vivek, you can take LMS. You will see this those files in module number, I guess 1 or 2, mostly. In 1 or 2, you will see those all material. If you're still not finding, please do let me know on Monday. I will place it. Deepali, I stuck with report server configuration. Okay, any other queries, guys? Feel free to ask me. I'm here for some more time. Edureka guest, may I know your name or email address? Yeah, gateway. Riz. Yeah, I'm unmuting all. Unmute all participant. Where is Riz? Okay, okay, for Riz. Okay, now it makes sense.
Abdul, this is Sneha here.
Yeah, hi
Yeah, I
Sneha.
had this query regard. Yeah, I had this query regarding the smart narrative, what we told. So basically, I have in this canvas a smart narrative, a small visual, and a slicer. So what I was asking is, whatever value I select in that slicer, can I also see the same value in the narrative as well? For example, I have placed it on market. So in Canada, the sales is so, office supplies is so, technology is so, in that manner.
So just give me a second. Let me understood your query in different way. So you have one visual,
Yeah,
okay, and on top of that visual, you have draw some smart narrative visual
yeah,
wherein you see some summary about it. Okay,
right,
okay. Now once this is done, you added slicer on top of these two visuals.
right.
Okay, that could be a market slicer.
Hmm.
Yes. In market, that from that slicer you are changing or you are applying filter.
Correct.
So when you do a filter through a
Yeah,
slicer, so your visual will be affected, changing according to your slicer.
that's correct.
In the same way, if you look at your narrative visual also, the numbers what you see, those numbers also will change based on your slicer filter.
Right, Abdul. But I was saying that I need to see that value over here. The name, the if I uh, filter it on the Canada market,
Mhm.
can I see the Canada word in this narrative?
Canada word in the visual.
Yeah, narrative.
Got it.
Yeah,
In visuals, just give me a second. Probably you cannot see that in visual in smart narrative, but you can see in somewhere else. Probably you can add some text boxes. From there you can get that value. Just give me a second. Let me give a try. That's true. Good question. Okay, from this values value, can I pass any measures here? Reviews.
so over there, if you see the furniture had
Uh-huh,
something 216 sales, if I need to have
uh-huh.
that word India over there,
Okay, got
furniture
it,
in
got it.
India or something like
Just
that.
got it. Give me try this. Let me do experiment. Rizwan, just give me a second. Let me do this very quickly. It won't take much time, definitely. So it's a good question. New measure. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I'm just giving experiment. Mostly it should work. We select it, measure. Ha. Yes, madam, that can be possible. Hello, you there?
Still, I'm not able to see the screen. I can see the
Ha ha ha
Power
ha.
BI
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
services.
yeah. Yeah, somebody is presenting the screen. Just give me a second. Let me share you a screen. Oh, I'm so sorry, Rizwana. Just give me
Sure.
a second. Where I'm here. Make my presenter. Okay. So what you have to do, if you see my screen, right? So this is what you are saying.
Right.
This is your slicer, and this is your visual. Okay, and this
Yeah.
is your narrative visual. So here probably you are going to add some word based on your filter, right?
Right. Right.
Yes or no? If I say first class, then I should get first class there, something like this. You see, this is your requirement. Again, probably you are going to
Yeah.
add some extra text here to specify what exactly it is from where it is coming. Right. So in order to do that, what you have to do, you have to write one measure called is selected. You see, I have written one measure with name is selected. There is a one function called selected value. What it does, it will pick a text from your slicer. There is a, you see, it says selected value is a DAX function is there. Selected value. From where? From your ship mode, because ship mode is in slicer, right?
Yeah.
You understood this one? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. How it works, I'm showing you how it will work. Now I'm just calling it in card to show you. This is my card.
Okay.
Okay. This is my return is selected DAX function, right? I'm just calling it in my DAX in my card to see the end results. Now you see, I don't selected anything in slicer, so it's giving blank. Understood?
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
testing this. My measure is working as expected or not. Now, if I select same day, oh, why it's not coming? Wait, where we made a mistake. Oh, sorry. I have to mention order table. This is coming from order table, right? Ship mode, order table. Yeah, click OK. Yeah, if you see now, if I select first class, it's giving me first class. If I select same day, it's giving me same day. That means my function is working as expected. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Through one measure, I am calling my selected values from slicer. Now, how we can place this in our narratives? Same. You see add values. Click on this add value. How would you calculate this value? Here is a question, right? So far we have seen sum of sales and all. Here if you write DAX function name, the name is selected. I'm saying just is selected. You see now that is coming here. You see,
Okay.
is selected. The DAX we are calling in narrative visuals. Confused? Let me know.
Uh, no, so I wrote the measure name over here, which you have created new one. Or can I write the formula over here?
First we have to write DAX outside of
Okay. Good. Sounds good.
the table.
Yeah.
What I did, I have written DAX out. Sorry. Hello.
Yeah, Abdul. Yeah, Abdul.
What I did, I have written this DAX out of this visual. Now I'm calling that visual into my. Now I'm calling that DAX into my visual.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
If
Hello.
you type here DAX name, function name is selected. Is selected. You can write as a DAX. Save it. So you see here it's added now. Second class. I added 3 times, so you see 3 times here.
Okay.
Getting? Now if I
Yes.
click on some other slicer, standard class, you see standard class. This is what you're looking for, right?
Yes. Thank
Hello.
you. Yes, Abdul.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
You there? Yeah, Deepali. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, Deepali.
Actually, I stuck with this configuration, so can you help?
हाँ ठीक है just let me is that clear Deepali? She left
Yeah.
already.
Sorry.
Hello.
Okay,
Yes.
Hello.
just give me a second. Just give me a second.
Sure.
Deepali, is it clear for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. You can make a note of this DAX also if you really need. Send all. Okay. Now let's go to Edureka guest. I'm making you presenter as Edureka guest.
Sure.
Okay, let's look at your query quickly. Huh. Now your gateway is ready. Then
Yeah,
what is the next?
gateways. Next,
Where is your SQL Server? Yesterday we have seen that firewall issues, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Firewall issue,
Is it
we did
fixed?
not see. No, I don't know how to fix it.
Okay, no problem. Let's give it a try. We'll see. We have to disable inbound ruled.
I just opened this. Can you check here? We
See,
can take the
inbound
control.
connection that do not match a rule, or you see, I said inbound. So you have to disable this. Public profile is active. Windows Defender firewall is on. Its firewall is on. So you have to. How you can, the settings are being managed by vendor application McAfee personal firewall. So you have to uninstall McAfee, then it will work. McAfee antivirus,
Oh,
right? So
yes.
antivirus is controlling your firewall.
Oh, okay.
That's it. If you uninstall McAfee, then it will work out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, then I'll do that.
Yeah. Please.
Okay, thank you.
Become. Ha, Raju.
Yeah, Abdul. Actually, today I got an interview, and I have a questions about
Congratulations.
the bookmark.
Ha.
Okay, thank.
What happened?
So he asked me that suppose we have a one filter, and that filter it's showing all the month. So he asked that when he click on April, so my visualization, my chart will be on line chart, and my table will show all the June sales data. When he click May, so that chart will be convert to column, and table will show the June sales data. So I just told him that okay, it can be possible with the bookmark, but I am just confusing them. I have a filter. I don't have any tab. Like when I'm clicking the tab, so it will show the. I will just hide on and hide about that. So I told him that about the hide and hide. but I don't have I have a filter, so it can be possible.
It could be a filter. If you have a slicer, doesn't matter.
Just like that, I have a filter. When I'm
Hmm.
clicking the same day, so one single chart, one line chart will come and table will show, just like.
Huh. Yeah, that can be
How it is?
possible. Even you have a filter also, right? So these all are independent. Try to understand. These all are independent objects.
Okay, I know
Okay.
that.
So when you have a bookmarks, still all are connected together only. What we are playing as a trick, we are just hiding those visuals. We're
Okay.
just hiding those visuals in backend. That's it.
Okay, so hiding and it can be possible by the. It doesn't matter if you have filter and tab.
No worries. If you click on this, if you
It's
see last
on.
time also, we worked on tabs, right? We have taken
Okay.
two buttons, and we clicked on those buttons. Based on those buttons, it's coming and going out, right? Even if you have a slicer also, this slicer definitely will impact your visual, but that cannot be seen because it's already hidden.
Okay.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir,
So what happened, Raju, at the end? What is the result of your interview?
Yeah, you see, like he have required both VBA developer and like Power BI developer. So I also
Oh.
work with the VB developer and Power BI both. So she told me that okay, we will call you back.
Okay.
So let's see what
See,
happens.
with now still learning Power BI, you are getting calls. If you do
Yeah.
practice on this, definitely we can crack very easily with high confidence. Yes, Deepali.
Yes, yes.
can you make me presenter?
Deepali. Deepali. Okay, presenter. Anupama, do you have any queries? Sahana Siddika?
My screen is
No
visible.
worries. No,
Okay, actually, when I
it's still
click
loading.
on this, okay.
It's still loading. Just give us one more doubt, Abdul, on parameters. Yeah, Edureka guest. Sorry, Rizwana, you can text me here. If possible, then I will reply on fly. Deepali.
Yes, actually, when I click on this link, so the
Hmm?
message is like this server not working, server is not available. This message I got.
Okay, the report server is not configured properly. Contact your system admin. So it's asking you to connect your system admin, not tutor. Close this.
Okay. Okay.
Go to database. Just take first step back. Come from service. Click on. Yeah, go ahead. It's okay. Okay, click on. Okay, click on
Next.
service account. Uh,
Next.
okay, just give me a second. This one I will help you out. Just hold on. Okay, here. Okay, next. Go to next.
Okay. In too much time.
That's okay. Okay. Or else, Rizwana, can we see on Monday if you don't mind? Okay, this is also fine enough. Yeah. Go to web portal URL. Okay, just give me a second. Let me minimize this all. Click on advanced. Okay, port number is 80. Perfect. Cancel this. Cancel this and open your SQL Server.
SQL Server.
Uh, SQL Studio. That's okay. Simply type Studio in search. You see there's Microsoft SQL Server. Yeah, click on it. Where is your SQL Server? SQL Studio. It's not coming.
Meanwhile, I actually opened this previously SQL Server Configuration Manager. I don't know why it's not.
So if you have SQL Server Studio open, then probably we can connect these dots. See, we can compare SQL Server name in this report server and SQL Server. Okay, so once this is done, right, probably you will see by this time report server tables in your SQL Server.
Okay.
So you click on this URL, you click on this HTTP URL. Where it's already triggered.
Same.
The report server is not configured properly. That means system report, the report server cannot access or other connection key. You might need to add server. You see here, you need to add the server to the scale out group, re-import encrypt content or delete all the. That means if you open SQL Server, right, you don't see report server database in your SQL Server,
Okay.
due to which it's not getting connected with your SQL Server.
Okay.
So what you have to do now, you simply uninstall, because it
Uninstall.
will take, yeah, you uninstall SQL Server also. I have time
Okay.
for you to set. If you can do quickly, then you will see the results. You delete this, you uninstall SQL Server, you uninstall SQL Studio, you uninstall those two things and install once again, and you just follow these steps.
Okay. Okay. I'll try.
You wanna try right away? You want me to stay here?
I'm trying. You take someone else where you can invite. Yeah, it's opening. It's opening. Can you wait for 1 minute?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Raju, do you have any questions? You do one thing. You minimize this all. You just delete that one. Report server. Close the report server. Backend window. That way. Yeah, delete it. Close it. In report server configuration also, you close this. Close this. Close this.
What is this?
Decline. What is this? Adobe. Okay. Decline this. Put this. Close this all. Now you install report server. You already downloaded in your laptop, right? You just
Yes.
install it. You install it. Will configure.
Sorry, what did you say?
Open report server. Report server. We have to configure report server. Anyway, SQL Server is not opening, right? Now first we'll give a
Okay.
try from report server. I think it will be downloaded in your download folder. It's there in your downloaded folder. We have to configure report server. Click on downloads. Go to go on downloads. Your system is very slow, madam.
Actually, let me uninstall all and then again I'll try.
Huh.
Is it okay?
That's fine.
So you can tell someone else where you can invite. Okay, sir.
Okay, man. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bye. Bye, team. See you on Monday.